Amber Fiser was put in a tough position this season. For the past 4 seasons, Sara Groenewegen essentially was Gophers softball. Taking over for the program's longtime ace was never going to be easy, something the sophomore from Iowa learned early on. "I kind of struggled a little bit," Fiser said, "because it's so much more to take on. Both the innings and the pressure." Fiser went from a nice complimentary piece on the Gophers team that reached the No. 1 ranking nationally in the coaches poll last season to the face of the program who takes the ball in the circle nearly every time out. Early on, the bumps came fast and furious. After getting shelled by Arizona State on March 9, surrendering 5 earned runs in 2 1/3 innings, Fiser's earned run average spiked to 2.69, not horrendous, but not what a contending program needs out of its top pitcher, and not what Fiser was used to from herself. "Honestly, having an ERA over 2 was one of the highest ERAs I think I've ever had. In high school it was always below 1, said Fiser, who recalled her high school ERA getting down below 0.1. "I didn't think I was doing bad at all, but I wasn't happy with it. So my goal every weekend was to somehow find a way to get better and try to keep that going down. It has since dropped significantly." 2 months later, Fiser's ERA is 1.52, a number Groenewegen, a 3-time All-American, bested only once, during her senior season. Since that loss to the Sun Devils, Fiser, 24-8, has transformed into the type of unhittable ace capable of carrying a team deep into the postseason. Since March 25, Fiser has allowed just 5 earned runs in 83.1 innings pitched, good for a 0.42 ERA. The Gophers' record in that span, 17-1. After a slow start to the season, Fiser has Minnesota, 34-14, 15-3 Big Ten, in position to get back to the NCAA tournament and in the thick of the Big Ten title race. If the Gophers conclude the regular season with a 3-game sweep of Penn State, 8-39, 4-16, at home this weekend, they'll need 4th place Ohio State, 33-11, 13-6, to beat 1st place Michigan, 41-9, 16-2, just once in 3 tries to secure at least a share of the conference crown going into next week's Big Ten tournament in Madison, Wisconsin. Fiser is peaking at the right time, coming off her first collegiate perfect game in a win over Purdue on April 27, 2 days after she was pulled after throwing 5 perfect innings in a win over Wisconsin. Over a 4-game stretch, Fiser put together a streak of 14 straight perfect innings. In her most recent outing, a 3-0 victory over North Dakota State on Tuesday, Fiser threw a 1-hit shutout. She enters this weekend having pitched 24 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings and recently was named the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association Division I National Pitcher of the Week. "She's been growing up this season kind of before our eyes," first-year Gophers coach Jamie Traxel said. "There's a couple specific moments I think you could go back to where you'd say, man, that kid really pulled through. She's been getting better the whole year and you're just seeing a byproduct of the work she's put in." Fiser recites a few things she picked up in her 1 year learning under Groenewegen. She learned how to maintain a good attitude, how to be humble and, maybe most important, to be fearless. Fiser was missing that early this spring, noting she pitched carefully early on. That started to change on a March day in Tucson, when Fiser mowed down No. 9 ranked Arizona for 8 shutout innings to spark the Gophers to a 1-0 upset victory. "I think that's kind of when I settled in and it not only gave me confidence, but I was like, this team can do it," Fiser said. "If we play our best and play with control and no emotions, have fun, we can beat any team out there. I strongly believe that." From there, Fiser went on the attack. She gained a firm grasp of the college zone and learned to study hitters and set them up for her pitches. "Fiser seems to have a certain swagger in the circle." Traxel said her ace is mentally in a great place right now. As the ace, Traxel noted the Gophers are asking a lot out of Fiser, but she's been up to the challenge. "She's really accepted that role," Traxel said, "and not just accepted it, but really run away with it." Groenewegen set high standards during her time at Minnesota. Fiser is set on reaching them. "But you have to go in there one pitch at a time, do what you can do." Fiser said, "I'm not Sara, but I've got to go my own way and prove myself, and prove what this team is all about."